All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you all are having a good day so far. I wanted to check in with Dynamo here. I saw a video come up on my feed, and it's called LeBron Calls Himself GOAT Again, and Humility is Punching the Air. I think I know what clip this is. I watched this the other night, and it's a short clip, but yeah. To all those who say he only said it once and he didn't mean it and he was just like in the moment and all that, no, I've heard it now 1, 2, 3, I believe 4 times. So he's gonna say it again here. He's gonna call himself the GOAT here, and we all know the original time. That one right there made me the greatest of all time. And then he said it again in a clip where he was shooting hoops with his son in his house, and he kept calling himself the GOAT. Like every time he'd hit a jumper, he's like, "GOAT! I'm the GOAT! I'm the GOAT!" It's like, guys, he really he's comfortable calling himself the GOAT. It is what it is. Like, let's accept it and move on. I think it's ridiculous, but I think it's more ridiculous that fans are pretending like he didn't say it, because it is what it is. Anyways, everybody, I'm going to link the original Dynamo video down below, as I always do. I highly suggest you check out his channel. Fantastic stuff, as we're probably going to see here. Hilarious work by Dynamo. Hilarious videos. I love his content. So when I saw that, my first reaction was like, I got to see if Dynamo... If I got to see what Dynamo has to say about this whole thing, because it's got to be funny. Anyways, guys, the link will be down below if you want to check out his channel. And everybody else, please leave a like to this. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's see what we're in store here, or here in store for here. Here we go.
He'll always be his dad, he'll always be his son. But what's your working relationship? Is he going to call you dad at practice?
He can't. We already laid that down. You cannot call me dad in the workplace. Once we leave out of the private facility and the gates close, I could be dad again. He got to call me like 2-3 or Bron.
Okay.
Or, you know, GOAT if he
There
wants
it
to.
is.
That's up to him. I mean,
There it is. There it is again.
The NBA season is around the corner when the reckless comments are getting worse and worse. I'm quite angry. Not just because of what LeBron said, but because of this. I am on fire.
Oh, you got nothing on me. Hold up. Whoa, hold up. 100, actually, it's not that bad today over here. Only 102 degrees, Dynamo, where I'm at.
It keeps going up and it won't stop. It keeps going up and it won't stop. It keeps going up and it...
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up.
Yep.
Everyone in McKinney is dead.
Last time I checked, Michigan isn't near the equator, so why am I being put through such hardship? I can't take more than 3 steps without sweating an entire gallon.
Yep.
No, I can't turn on the air conditioner because it's broken. It was manufactured by Hammer Industries.
All right. Yeah, did you hear that, everybody? Go over to his channel, watch some vids, and subscribe. Let's help Dynamo out. Get him a new AC.
LeBron's ego was manufactured by a character from Mean Girls. So if I sound a little unhinged, or more unhinged than usual,
do it.
You don't know why. To those who are tuning in whose pronouns are they/them, you shouldn't have clicked on this video. For whatever reason you haven't clicked off it, don't you dare leave a comment saying, you just like to hate. Yeah, well, you like watching people who just like to hate, even though that's not what I'm doing.
Yep.
I'm merely criticizing someone's arrogance. Someone in particular who just so happens to be on my number 2 of all time NBA players.
Yep.
Second to Jordan. But he makes it so damn hard.
Doesn't he, Dynamo? It's funny. That's like my only complaint that my commenters have. And I mean, it's not for me, man, dude. You know, that's your number 2. I respect it. I love the fact that you got Jordan above LeBron. But yeah, that's the only thing. Everyone in my comments, they're always like, Dynamo's got LeBron too. I'm like, yeah, not one, not 2. No, but I mean, it's got to be hard. What's it like? Because actually, I can tell you what it's like myself, I guess, because I used to have LeBron as 2 as well. The media, mainstream media, got in my head. And this was before I started this YouTube channel. And I had LeBron as my number 2 all time behind Jordan. But I just couldn't. I couldn't. it didn't make sense anymore. And I started thinking about all these other greats, you know, Kobe, Magic, Bird, you know, Wilt, Russell, Kareem, you know, like even Steph right now, Duncan, like all these guys. And I'm like, I can't keep doing this. He's not better than these guys. And the arrogance just pisses me off. So you tell me, Dynamo, how do you keep doing it? How is he still your number 2, man? Oh, all right. Let's do this.
To root for him. His excuses, passive aggressiveness, and flapping.
Yep.
Irritates me to no end. But I don't hate him. Unlike some, I don't hate him. I very much enjoyed his performance in the Olympics. He was incredible. He was a leader on and off the floor. And there were multiple games Team USA would have lost had it not been for his efforts. To see LeBron and Curry finally play alongside each other with Durant in tow, and to watch Sith. Yes, Sith Curry put an entire nation to sleep?
Oh, man! I'm still geeking out about it. And then you had to just go and ruin the ride.
You got to call me like 2-3 or Bron.
Okay.
Or, you know, GOAT if you want to.
This man quite literally
Unbelievable.
said before our very eyes, he would rather his own son call him GOAT than dad.
He already has his wife calling him GOAT. You remember the introduction to the ESPYs? So, yep. I don't even know. I don't even know. What kind of person you gotta be? Like, it's the complete opposite of everything that I've grown to like respect as a human. When it comes to athletes and competitive sports, you don't call yourself the GOAT. You let everybody else say that for you, and then it becomes real. That's the real thing, because the people call you the greatest. You know, I'm not over here saying I'm the best reaction content YouTuber of all time. Like, no. But if somebody says that in the comments, I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. You know, but I'm not going to say, hey, everybody, if you want to watch my videos moving forward, you got to call me the GOAT. Like, who does that? And he's doing this in his own home. God knows what he's doing at these practices with his team.
As if calling him dad on the court or in the locker room is somehow more cringe or unsettling than calling him GOAT. Bro, it's not that deep. He's just joking. No, it's not.
No, he's not. He's not.
King me. King me. King me. King me.
That makes me king. See?
That one right
it.
there made me the greatest player of all time.
There it is.
That's what I felt. At that moment, I was like, I'm the greatest basketball player people have ever seen.
Please welcome to the stage.
There it is.
The GOAT. Respectfully, LeBron James.
King me.
I love LeBron.
You see, it's not an accident, you guys. It's not a joke. It's not an accident. He's done this multiple times, and he's going to do it more.
But I'm going to call time out on this one.
Yeah.
There's a certain thing about greatness that demands that you have humility with greatness. I have never heard Michael Jordan say, he's the greatest of all time.
Now, Isaiah quite recently chose LeBron as the best player of all time.
Okay, and context, Isaiah kind of hates MJ. They have a rivalry, a feud, and like Isaiah won't let it go. So for him to say that, like, you know, it's for real, because I mean, Isaiah's gonna speak on how he believes LeBron is the GOAT, because that's going to diminish Jordan, and that's cool. But even he can't even stomach the fact that LeBron is out here calling himself the GOAT, because there's zero humility in that. And Michael Jordan still to this day has never said it. He refuses to ever say, I'm the GOAT. Not once.
Emphasis on recently. It wasn't on LeBron's time or his camp or anyone affiliated with Clutch Sports. Isaiah did so at his leisure, which just so happened to take place after LeBron passed the all-time scoring record, after LeBron accumulated the most points in playoff history, after LeBron achieved another ring. And to those of you who are watching, who then came to that conclusion yourselves, bravo, you're a normal person. I can understand why you might think that way, even though I disagree with you.
Yeah.
However, these Brontomatons think otherwise. When the Skynet achieved his third ring, reason and common sense were systematically eliminated from Brontomaton's mainframe. The automatons begin to glaze at a geometric rate. The Skynet becomes self-aware at 10:14 p.m. Eastern Time, June 20th, 2016. In a panic, Jordan tried to pull the plug. This man is
Put the cookie down.
the only one I have ever been okay with saying they were the greatest. The same goes to Bill Russell.
Did he say
If
Ali?
had
Did he
said-
say Ali? Because I agree. Because if he said Ali there, hold up.
Jordan tried to pull the plug. This man is the only
Yeah. Ali, it was a showmanship thing back then. It was almost like how like WWF and NWO were, where it's like you got to promote the game or the match. So he's promoting a fight, and he was the best promoter, like self-promoter we've ever seen in the sport of boxing. So he'd always just shout to the rafters, "I'm the greatest in the world," and that would fuel the fire for the opposite end, whoever he's going to go up against, to come in just pissed off. They need to get the best out of everybody by doing it. And, I think of like you can just imagine like Hulk Hogan or something out there doing the same thing. Like, I'm the greatest to ever wrestle in the sport of wrestling, brother. Like he'd say that to promote, because it's a different kind of sport, but we're talking about a team sport here in basketball. And LeBron is actually being serious. He's not just trying to sell tickets. Like he's being serious. He's saying this in his own home with his own family, with his wife and kids.
one I have ever been okay with saying they were the greatest.
Yep.
The same goes to Bill Russell, if he had said it, but he never did.
Nope.
These two men had more than enough accolades to call themselves the greatest, but it wasn't just because of what they did in their professional sports career. It is because of what they faced, what they suffered through, and how they pushed the human condition forward. What these two men did was far greater than anything Jordan has ever done. I do not give a damn if it's contradictory. Unless you're these two men, and particularly Muhammad Ali, the words "I am the greatest" should never enter your lexicon. These men broke down racial barriers.
I was gonna say, yeah, because if we're talking about the overall man, yeah, they did a ton when it comes to social justice, and it was very needed at the time. So they kicked down some doors, and they worked very hard in order to do so. Actually, Kareem was really big on that as well.
Social economic barriers, greatness on and off the court in the ring.
Yes, sir.
They damn near needed armed security and bulletproof vests to play sports.
Right.
Meanwhile, LeBron can't handle nor will engage in one-on-one practice.
When you go to Team USA, like, you damn near like sizing everybody up. It's cool to be out here. We all cool, but when practice starts, you seeing how niggas warm up and what they do post-practice. Everybody's still competitive, and you still like trying to see what everybody, what they doing. So it definitely, it would get like that for sure.
If coach come in and he's just like, you know how to do the football drill, the ring of fire, where they just call out two names and they got to go at it like head to head. Coach comes in, he's just like, JT, Bron, the 10, let's go. You shoot for ball. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bron ain't playing.
LeBron ain't playing. Yep.
Bro, yo, fuck out of here.
What?
He's not rolling my ankle playing again.
It'll be JT, Ant, KD,
KD play.
Book. Stafford jumping there a little bit.
Kawhi play. I think you would.
Who's sitting out?
I just told you.
I feel confident because I'm.
Yeah, that's LeBron. I mean, it takes me back to like the stories of like Michael Beasley beating him one-on-one. It's just, I think he learned his lesson after a while. Like, hey, I better stop trying to play one-on-one with these guys, because I'm gonna keep getting embarrassed.
Best player in the world.
Oh, wait.
I just told you.
I feel confident because I'm the best player in the world.
He just got beat by Golden State in the NBA Finals, and his back is against the wall, and he's out touting about how good he is. Oh, man.
Simple.
Lame.
You can't even root for LeBron.
I can't.
I mean, you can. You can try.
I can't.
But he won't hear you because he's too busy rooting for himself.
Yeah.
If you're proud of your prowess, more power to you. If you're confident in your abilities, go right on ahead. Just don't pat yourself on the back so damn hard that you snap your spine. If it's not lame to you, bravo, you somehow found a way to not be disgusted at someone making out with themselves.
That is LeBron.
Before even watching the video, they will click and pause to type this. There is nothing wrong with a player having confidence in them.
Man, yeah. These are real comments. I see these comments in my comment sections too, and it's like, okay, I don't want to be your friend, because if I'm hanging out with you, then all you're going to be doing is talking about how great you are all the time and coming up with cute nicknames that I got to call you, greatest ever or some shit like that, just to hang out with you. Nah, man, you're not that cool. I don't want to hang out with you.
Themselves. But confidence resides in the neighborhood of arrogance. However, it is up to me, the CDPD, to respond to any and all crises. And unlike law enforcement here in Detroit, I won't put you guys on hold.
Oh, God.
I was suspended without pay for this take, but that's neither here nor there. You should not have to tell us this.
Nope.
We should already be talking about it amongst ourselves.
Yep.
We should all of us be shouting LeBron is the GOAT to the very mountaintops, so much so that it leaves Earth's atmosphere so the extraterrestrials can detect planetary glaze. But we aren't.
Nope.
Most of us aren't anyway. And LeBron knows this. He senses this. He can feel the restlessness amongst NBA fans, even players. There was a poll conducted where players of today, current gen players, who still believe Jordan is the greatest.
Wow.
However, with every year that goes by, the margin continues to shrink. This is the closest LeBron has ever been amongst current NBA players saying he is the greatest. But those
And I have an opinion on this, because I know the gap is closing, but I swear the second he retires, this is going to start shrinking, because we didn't forget MJ. No one forgot MJ. And then eventually we're just going to start looking at the accomplishments and go, oh yeah, no, it's Jordan. It's only LeBron. Like LeBron is only here, in my opinion, because he's still active. But the second he's not active, man, come on. If people, I got done, in my comment section today, people disrespecting Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, guys like this nowadays, which I think is blasphemy. But if they're disrespecting those guys who are class acts, they put it all on the line, everything on the court, laid it all out, even had short careers because of it, especially Bird. How the hell am I going to think that people are going to really respect LeBron James 10 years from now? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But Jordan, he left it all out there, just all the same way. He left it all out there, and all his proof of work is out for us to see. And we have all chosen who's the greatest of all time, and it's him. And there's also one last thing before I move on here is LeBron James is not recognized globally as the greatest of all time. Not even close. Michael Jordan was and still is recognized globally as the greatest to ever do it. And the second person I've ever seen to come like the closest to MJ internationally, this is globally, was Kobe Bryant. Like, look at clips of Kobe trying to walk around in China. He can't. Like, he is huge out there. Like, everybody knows Kobe Bryant. And I've talked to tons of people in my comment section from all over the world, Europe, Asia, you name it. And everyone tells me straight, everybody loves MJ and Kobe out here. Nobody talks about LeBron. So what's it tell you?
The closest LeBron has ever been amongst current NBA players saying he is the greatest. But those guys didn't grow up watching Jordan play. They grew up watching LeBron. He knows this as well. And not only is it not good enough, it isn't his ultimate prize, the one in which the fans crown him the greatest.
Yep.
So what's his plan with that? Just play forever, damn near.
Yeah.
Year to year to year to year. I keep putting up some great stats. I keep not making the playoffs or almost making the playoffs, but it doesn't matter because I'm too old to be criticized. Because now if you say LeBron, you didn't make it past the first round. You didn't make it past the second round. He's 39, he's 40, he's 68, he's 100. What do you expect? It's gotten to the point that you can't have a logical argument about that anymore without making yourself look stupid for even bothering to waste oxygen on people who bring that up over and over again.
I don't get it. We didn't do that with Tom Brady. You know, Tom Brady went over to the Bucks, won a championship, and then after that he didn't. And those last 2 years, there was like, oh, that's kind of a failure, and then he left. You know what I mean? He was like, all right, time to walk away. That was a lot more respectable than this, because, you know, the goal was to win. Tom Brady never stopped having the goal of win a championship or bust. And he did that all the way to the very end of his career. And I got to tell you the truth. I'm a Giants fan. I am not a Tom Brady fan, but I had to eventually just respect the hell out of him because of what he accomplished. I mean, he's like, if you combine LeBron James and Michael Jordan when it comes to what he achieved in the sport. 7 rings, so he's got the most there. And then I was having a debate with my brother last night about it. And he, you know, by far he clears the most passing yards in NFL history. So he's got all the stats and he's got the rings. He did it, you know? So I have to give him my respect. But LeBron is out here just getting stats now. He's not even contending. So what's the point of this? It's kind of embarrassing to me.
He just figures as long as I'm in the faces of the public and they see me year to year,
that's it,
doing some great things, great stats, this, that, and the other, they will slowly but surely begin to change their mind. But it's a double-edged sword, LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta actually win.
Yep.
As you're playing this long. You can't just play and not do anything year to year. You gotta get the titles. You gotta get the championships, which is something that he has been unable to do since 2020.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about this is his fault, but it's not the fault that you think it is. It's not his play necessarily that has made him fail. It's his control of the Lakers front office. Oh, no, the Los Angeles LeBron front office.
The Lakers.
The Westbrook trade, dismantling the team that won you the 2020 title in the first place. I don't understand the thinking behind that. It's unacceptable.
I think I understand it. I had to think about it for a while, but I think he had to work too hard to win that 2020 bubble championship, because he did actually play hard that in the bubble. So he thought, I'm going to get Westbrook and all these other guys, like get rid of these young, you know, these young men out here. And if I get more help, then I won't have to work so hard. But it shot him in the foot, because that 2020 team actually had a lot of offensive and especially defensive chemistry. So he just shot himself in the foot, because I don't think he wanted to play that hard, Dynamo. I really don't think so, because we see him play now. He wants to take it easy, but... You know, so he wants to take it easy, but he wants to take all the credit. I have so many problems with LeBron James, man. I can't with this guy.
That a LeBron and Davis pairing has not achieved at least 2 rings. It's gone to the point the one championship doesn't justify the multiple years of failure and circus play from the Lakers. If I was a fan of the Lakers like that, I would look at this and see it as somewhat of a disappointment, because the one championship that we won, nobody watched. And don't you dare sit here and say, that's the pandemic's fault. If the pandemic wasn't here, everybody would be watching.
No. Yeah, look at the ratings for The Last Dance. We wanted to watch some sports, but we didn't want to watch that.
No. Everyone was trapped in their house and chose not to watch that. You have people in jail for 1.5 to 2 years straight, and you ask them, hey, you want to watch the 2020 NBA Finals featuring the Lakers and the Miami Heat? Nah, I'd rather watch paint dry. Yeah. You mean to tell me a majority of the world was trapped in their houses and chose not to watch?
Yeah, look up video game stats, all right? I'm not a huge gamer myself, but I did notice, because I did do some investing during that time. And I was buying up stocks for video game companies like Take-Two Interactive, Blizzard. I can't remember what else off the top of my head, but you guys get the gist. Because my thought was, oh man, more people are going to be buying and playing video games than ever. Just like YouTube numbers. I wasn't on YouTube at this time, but from what I hear and what I see from everybody, that was like a goldmine time to be a YouTuber or a streamer because everyone was at home watching this stuff, watching or playing. You know, they were doing these activities because they couldn't leave the damn house. So the NBA Finals with the so-called GOAT is going to play a 7-game series on the biggest stage and nobody's watching. Just be honest with yourself, you guys. Like, just be honest. You know what it means. Nobody cared.
GOAT? I don't understand. What he's clearly the GOAT. Why wouldn't they want to watch the greatest ever play? Unless he isn't.
Yeah, and then look up the 98 finals. The last time we got to see Jordan, the real GOAT, in the NBA finals. Look up those ratings. It might shock you.
You're good at something, you'll tell everyone. When you're great at something, they'll tell you. That quote comes from a man by the name of
Walter Payton.
Look him up.
Yes, sir.
I'm just a nobody hater with a broke air conditioner. Nothing I say matters, does it? If you enjoyed, like the video, think about subscribing if you're new. As always, thank you for watching, and also think about dousing this ornery ball of radiation. I can't even play PS5 because it'll just turn the room from a sauna to a volcano.
PlayStation. Wait. PlayStation what? Oh, man. That's the end of the video. Oh, man. Another banger, Dynamo. Another banger. And once again, I came in here just having a regular day, but dude, you made me laugh like crazy on this one. Yeah, I don't know. To me, I unless you are this type of person who has no humility and no respect for your elders, anybody else, any of your contemporaries, and you really just think that like your shit doesn't stink, I don't understand how LeBron could be like your idol. How can you want to emulate this dude who has no respect for anybody? And I mean, I don't want to say in the world, but he has no respect for anyone who's ever played the game, including anyone who's currently playing the game. And he wants to be called the GOAT in his own household. Like, this is really who you want to emulate? I just don't understand, because I'm a humble kind of guy. I was taught that way, like how Isaiah Thomas was speaking in here. I'm from that gen. You know, where like we don't go around flashing money around, flashing $100 bills around. We didn't go around renting a freaking Lamborghini for an hour and then taking photos in there, like pretending like we're rich and we're successful. We didn't do this shit. In fact, we were the opposite. My generation, if we are successful, then we kind of hide it because we don't want that clout. We don't want that attention, you know? We don't want everybody to know. So this whole thing with LeBron is the exact opposite of everything I was ever raised with, and I'm closer to how Jordan and Isaiah Thomas were. We just wanted to accomplish some things, and if that got us attention, it was like okay, you know. But it's not like we're out there like praising ourselves to everybody, you know. I don't know. It's just weird to me. But yeah, there you go. There you have it. Dynamo set us straight. Dynamo, is he still your number 2 after this? You gotta let me know. I totally respect it if it is, but I also would expect it's got to be kind of painful to still have him as your number 2. But it'll be a lot more painful to have him as your number 1. Yeah, I think that's what I have to say about the topic. He said it again. He said it multiple times. He's had his wife say it. Now he's trying to get his son to call him the GOAT as well. And he's also trying to get us all over the world to call him the GOAT. And I refuse. You got to earn it, LeBron. You can't just tell me you're the... Okay, you can't just tell me you're the GOAT and then I'm dumb enough to not do my research and I'm dumb enough not to watch you play and decide for myself. No, man, I'm a free thinker. I can decide that for myself. I had Magic Johnson as my GOAT growing up until Michael Jordan just surpassed him in every possible way. And I eventually made a decision myself, not because anybody else told me, but because I couldn't believe my eyes. By the time he beat my Suns in '93, I went, that's the greatest player I've ever seen, ever. You know, we didn't use the term GOAT back then, but I was already saying I've never seen somebody this good. He's the best. He's the best out there, you know? And I was questioning whether I'd ever see somebody better than him, and I still haven't. It's crazy. But yeah, dude, let the people decide for themselves. You don't have to tell me. This is not politics where you have to like tout your accomplishments to try and promote yourself in order to get votes. You know, you're not president. You just play basketball, man. Anyways, guys, with that, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. And if you enjoyed this Dynamo video, go check out his channel. It's fantastic. All right. Peace out, everybody.